The Voice Heist: How a Tech Firm Cloned and Sold Our Voices. Imagine hearing your own voice speaking words you never said, on a podcast, no less. This chilling reality hit voiceover artists Skye, Lehrman and Linnea Sage when they discovered that a tech company had stolen their voices, cloned them using AI, and sold them without their consent. This unsettling story isn't just about a personal betrayal, but a warning about the potential dangers of artificial intelligence in the creative industry. Could AI be coming for your job next? The shocking discovery. Chilling encounter with AI. It was a typical day for Paul and Linnea, both seasoned voiceover performers, until they tuned into a podcast that would change everything. The episode was about AI's impact on Hollywood, a subject close to their hearts as creatives. But what was supposed to be an informative listen turned into a surreal nightmare when Paul realized the AI-powered chatbot speaking on the podcast was using his voice. Stunned and horrified, the couple delved into an investigation that led them to an unsettling conclusion. Their voices had been stolen, cloned, and sold by a tech firm called Lovo. This revelation wasn't just a personal shock. It was a glimpse into a future where AI could threaten the livelihoods of artists and creatives everywhere. The irony of hearing his voice discuss the very technology that could replace him was not lost on Paul. It was a moment that underscored the growing tension between human talent and machine-generated alternatives. How it all began, the deceptive origins. Paul and Linnea's journey into the world of AI voice cloning didn't start with grandiose contracts or flashy deals. Instead, it began with innocuous freelance gigs on Fiverr, a popular platform for creatives to sell their services. In 2019, Linnea was approached by an anonymous user to record generic radio scripts for a modest fee of $400. The job seemed straightforward and unassuming. After all, test recordings are often used for internal purposes and not intended for public use. 6 months later, Paul received a similar request for radio ad scripts, this time for $1,200. Although the user mentioned the recordings were for speech synthesis research, Paul was assured that the files wouldn't be repurposed or misused. However, as the couple would later discover, these seemingly harmless projects were anything but. They had unknowingly handed over the keys to their voices, allowing them to be cloned and used without their permission. The cloning process, the tech behind the theft. So how exactly did Lovo manage to recreate Paul and Linnea's voices? The answer lies in the power of AI. Lovo's voice cloning software requires only a small sample, about 50 sentences, to capture the tone, character, and nuances of a person's voice. With these recordings, the AI can then generate new speech that mimics the original voice with uncanny accuracy. For Paul and Linnea, this meant that their voices could be, and were, used in countless projects without their knowledge. The technology is impressive, but in the wrong hands, it becomes a tool for exploitation. Lovo claims to have acted legally, pointing to the communications between the anonymous user and the couple as proof. But Paul and Linnea argue that they were deceived, and their voices were taken under false pretenses. The legal battle fighting for their rights. Determined to reclaim control over their voices, Paul and Linnea filed a lawsuit against Lovo in May 2023. The case centers on the concept of rights of publicity, a legal area that protects an individual's image, likeness, and voice from unauthorized use. Professor Cristelia Garcia, an intellectual property law expert, explains that this case will likely hinge on whether the license granted to the anonymous user was violated. In other words, did Lovo exceed the terms of use for the recordings, or did they stay within the bounds of what was legally permitted? This lawsuit is just one of many being brought by artists and creatives who are grappling with the implications of AI. From musicians to illustrators, the creative industry is facing a new frontier where technology can replicate and potentially replace human talent. As AI continues to evolve, these legal battles will shape the future of how creativity is valued and protected. The bigger picture, AI and the future of work, what's at stake for creatives? Paul and Linnea's story is a cautionary tale that highlights the broader implications of AI's encroachment on the creative industry. While AI has the potential to revolutionize many aspects of work, it also poses significant risks, particularly for those in creative fields. According to some experts, as much as 40% of all jobs could be impacted by AI in the coming years. For voiceover artists, writers, designers, and musicians, this isn't just a hypothetical threat. It's a reality that's already unfolding. The couple's lawsuit may be one of the first of its kind, but it certainly won't be the last. As AI continues to advance, more and more creatives will likely find themselves in similar situations, fighting to protect their work and their livelihoods from being usurped by machines. The question is, how will society balance the benefits of AI with the rights of the individuals it affects? The fight for control. Paul and Linnea's battle against Lovo is about more than just reclaiming their voices. It's about standing up for the value of human creativity in an increasingly automated world. As AI technology continues to evolve, it's essential for laws and regulations to keep pace, ensuring that individuals retain control over their work and their identity. For now, Paul and Linnea's story serves as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of unchecked AI development. It's a call to action for creatives everywhere to stay informed, protect their rights, and be vigilant in a world where technology is advancing at breakneck speed. If you found this story compelling, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on the intersection of technology, creativity, and the law. And don't forget to leave a comment below. What do you think about AI's impact on the creative industry? Are you worried about your job being affected? Let's continue the conversation.